democracy should never become a marketing operation where anyone who buys our data can buy political advantage.
But it's also become clear over the last couple of years that we haven't done enough to prevent these tools from being used for harm as well. And that goes for fake news, foreign interference in elections, and developers misusing people's information. We didn't take a broad enough view of our responsibility, and that was a mistake, and I'm sorry for it.
To apologize is a good thing, and it is absolutely needed. Consumers in Europe are worried, disappointed, concerned about what happened. And that's why it's great that you are here, you are present, you are showing respect to what the EU consumers. That is a good, positive thing. As a politician, I believe in markets and rules, but I also want to stop all kinds of possible monopolies. And that's why I think it is time to discuss breaking Facebook monopoly, because it's already too much power in only one hand. So I ask you simply, and that is my final question, can you convince me not to do so?
Are you ready to completely comply with the new regulation in Europe within the next 3 days? Because this is the 25th of this month when the General Data Protection Regulation enters into force.
What happens if I don't have a Facebook account? Is the only way of preventing Facebook collecting my data to avoid the internet altogether? Or is there another way? How can non-users stop Facebook collecting their data? And what do you do with the non-Facebook data? Do you commercialize it? And given you do that, is it morally acceptable, do you think, in your opinion, to collect non-Facebook users' data without them knowing what you do with it?
I really think we have a big problem here. And it's not solved by saying we're going to fix it ourselves. And you have to ask yourself how you will be remembered. As one of the 3 big internet giants, together with Steve Jobs, I should say, and Bill Gates, who have enriched our world and our societies. Or on the other hand, in fact, a genius who created a digital monster that is destroying our democracies and our societies. That's a question that you have to put for yourself.
You come up with the same line again and again. It's well crafted. You say that Facebook is a platform for all ideas.
You know, some of the questions asked how I view regulation. I don't think the question here is whether or not there should be regulation. I think the question is, what is the right regulation? There were a couple of questions around competition and how we view our role and our position as a platform here. And you know, to that, I'd say a few things. One is, first is that we exist in a very competitive space where people use a lot of different tools for communication. Where the average person uses about 8 different tools for communication, ranging from all sorts of private messaging up to more broadcast mediums, to things where they're communicating with groups of people and all of their friends at once. So from where I sit, it feels like there are new competitors coming up every day. There are competitors that reach tens and hundreds of millions of people, and we're constantly needing to evolve our service in order to stay relevant and serve people well.